Boys, do you think that dance is a sport?
No.
Why?
It's more of a hobby. It's more something you do in your free time.
What makes a sport then, do you think?
An edge of competitiveness. A bit of competition.
And if I was to give you, say, darts, snooker and golf, as well as dance, which one of those would you think is more likely to be classed as a sport?
Golf. Yeah.
And why do you think that?
It's really competitive. There's a lot of people involved.
There's a lot of money in it as well.
You think that money makes sport, is it?
Well,
It's a big factor.
it's
in sport these
yeah, I
days.
know. If you've got some new ambassadors to sport, like, then, you know.
There's loads of money in golf.
Yeah.
But then when you think dance can be competitive, it can be athletic, it takes a lot of technique and skill, do you still
It's
think
good.
it
I'm not
doesn't?
saying it's very good, but it's not a sport. It's a hobby.
Yeah. There's incredible competitions for it, but golf's been in the Olympics. It's just it's a fundamental sport.
Thank you very much. Do you think that dance is a sport?
No,
And why do you think that?
because it doesn't have an element of competition in it. Dance is an art in the sense that it doesn't have any practical value. It's there to be enjoyed, to see all the lovely things that happen.
But when you consider that it's physically demanding, it has a very high level of technique and it can be competitive, would you still say that no, it's not a sport?
I mean, gardening is physically demanding, and gardening can also be competitive. Just because you make something competitive doesn't make it a sport. Just because something's physically demanding, that doesn't make it a sport either.
And what's your view on other sports, which are classified as sports, say darts, golf, and snooker?
I mean, I think sports is a kind of quite a vague, meaningless term, really. It's a way of grouping a load of things together that have historically had a similarity to. It doesn't really mean anything, but, you know, to be honest, if you want to call dancing a sport, go ahead.
And what do you think?
I think there's elements of dance which overlap to sports. I think like the competition element of it, where you have like dancing competitions all across the country, that definitely is like a sporting element, but it has got some parts of it which could be more arts.
Do you think that dance is a sport, boys?
No.
Why do you think that?
No, wait, yeah, it is a sport.
Why do you think it is a sport?
Because you've got to like exercise and you use physical activity.
And out of, say, darts and snooker and golf and dance, which one are you most likely to associate with being a sport?
Dance.
And why is that?
It's only if you shoot sticks.
Thank you very much, boys. Dance is a sport.
Yes, it is.
Why do you think that?
Because I'm a dancer.
Brilliant. And what components do you think make it a sport?
Sorry, can you repeat?
What type of things about dance do you think
Yes.
make it a sport?
Because you have to train and get fit, and you have to be wealthy to do it. So I think that it's a sport indeed.
Do you think other things like darts and snooker and golf are sports?
Yes,
And why do you think that?
because they help your mind to stay free, you know, and you can chillax while you're doing it. So it's healthy and it's sport.
Thank you very much. Do you think that dance is a sport?
Yeah, only if it's like people dancing against each other and like teams dancing against each other.
So what do you think are the sort of components that make a sport?
A lot of competition, like between teams or single players. That's basically it.
And say if I gave you golf, darts, snooker and dance, which one of them are you most likely to say is most of the sport?
All of them like single against each other, except for golf, which is.
Shit, you all got smoke the private pound we give out.
Thank you very much. Do you think that dance is a sport?
Well, yes.
And why do you think that?
I think since Strictly Come Dancing, I think, and the fact that it's gone from what I would call traditional dance now into more gymnastics and things. So, indeed, yes, I think now that it could be classed as sport, yes.
And what do you think? And why is that?
Because it's dancing, not a sport.
And what do you think are the components that make a sport that maybe dance doesn't have?
Well, I admit that dancing does. There's a lot of training with dancing as well. It's just dance is dance and sport is sport, and they're two different things.
Would you say then that things like darts and snooker and golf are more sports than dance?
Yes.